How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here with UK boxing blogger, and here with the young prospect Jordan Smith, making his pro debut in November. What's we got here? November the 21st at Camden Centre. How you doing, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, we're great. Jordan, man, so for the fight fans listening, for the UK and some of the American market, give us some of your background on like how did you get into fighting, and and some of your amateur career.
I got into boxing when I was kicked out of school. I used to train 6 hours a day instead of going to school. I started in the amateurs. I couldn't get much amateur fights because of being a 5'10" flyweight. So I had to go on to unlicensed fights where I was fighting people 65 kilo and still winning. And then I got signed by Greg Steen Pro at flyweight.
Did you say you're 5'10"?
Wow. Yeah, 5'10".
Flipping now, and you're flyweight.
Yeah.
You must be murdering people. I've read some of your. I've read some of your accomplishments. I hear you done kickboxing. You doing bang ups people in kickboxing. Go on.
My first kickboxing fight, I won the English and the British title at 57 kilo, weighing in at 50. Go on. And then after that, I went on to the national title and won 65, still weighing in at 50.
Bloody hell, man! So you see with the kickboxing thing, right? Like, are you like? Because there's only one fighter I know in history, because I'm a bit of history buff. Yeah, this guy called Troy Dorsey. He was the only boxer to win a world kickboxing championship and a flyweight and a featherweight championship. He fought Kevin Kelly. He's the only guy. But you sound like you've got a thing going on there. Like you say, like MMA kind of thing. Well, just kickboxing. You're really good at this.
Yeah, I've done kickboxing and boxing.
Yeah. You did, but when you said you're 5'10", you know what? I couldn't believe it. Like 5'10". So it's like you're just towering over these guys, man. Easy. You know what? Yeah. Bloody hell, man. Go ahead, UK blogger. Go ahead. Ask him, Jordan, a question.
How are you, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Thanks for coming on the line today. Basically 5'10". Wow. So you're a bit of a freak of nature at that weight. Do you see yourself going the whole way, winning a world title pretty quick?
Yeah, I want to go as fast as I can. Well, I've got my two cousins who are the 5 foot, they're 5'4", and they're the 54 kilo, no, 5'10", and they're the 54 kilo Irish champions, both of them.
Right.
At 116, and the other one is a girl, and she's won 2 times Irish champion.
Wow. So do you think, realistically, you're going to be a world champion?
Yeah, I want to go as far, well, hopefully.
There's not many... I was going to say, there's not many flyweights in the division. There's like 10 in the country, so you know what I mean. You start carving through them. Like there's some amateurs actually are going to be turning pro sometime this year as well. Like I'm not sure. I think they mentioned some names as well. Is it Kevin Stitchell, something like that? Anyway,
yeah, Kevin Satchel.
Yeah, Kevin Satchel and some other guys. Yeah, they're the champions at the minute, but. Some other guys like that, they're gonna be turning pro, but there's not many flyweights in the country. So how are you gonna go about getting your sparring, getting ready? Now, how long? Yeah, go on.
I've arranged sparring. I've got sparring with Charlie Edwards, who's now going pro as an amateur. He was in the Commonwealth Games and he's just turning pro at flyweight. I've also got Ian Bailey that's at the gym near me at TKO that I've got sparring with on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I've got sparring from Tunbia Jayo's boxers, Stammer for Sal team. I've had boxing with I'm sparring with them this morning. I'm going to spar with them every Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So a heavy spar load. So what kind of sparer are you? You know, how do you spar? Is it technique or you like to throw down in sparring? Like,
I like a bit of both. Really. I like some technique work, and then I like some that I let them work on my defence. And then somewhere I can just actually go at them and like in a fight situation.
Yeah, it's a clever sparring, just a nice mix.
Yeah.
So I've got one question for you. You know, like your 5'10" frame, are you in a rush to like achieve all you can at flyweight before you have to move up to superfly? You know, with age and your size, you know, or do you?
I've got no rush because I'm walking around at 49 kilo, and the flyweight limit is 50.8. So I've got a kilo, just nearly 2 kilos I can put on before I even make flyweight.
Wow. Wow. So you could actually go down.
Yeah. Wow. And I've just took on Dan Barker's old strength and conditioning coach.
Right, okay, yeah. Get some muscle mass.
So I've been working with him, a guy called Chris Kemp.
Right. So what's your power?
He works for Matchroom.
What's your power?
I've had quite a lot of knockouts against people 65 kilo, and I managed to knock them out.
Right.
When I had an interview, when I had assessment from the board just for getting my license, I was told by the first thing the assessor said to me is, "How are you put down because you've got a lot of power?" He looked at my hooks and said, like, "How hard you hit."
So you've got a 5'10" frame, the kind of reach you can have going. You've got all that experience behind you. You've got power as well. You know, and what's your speed like for flyweight division? Is there anything you lose for that size and power?
I'm lacking speed, but I'm working with a strength conditioning coach, well, Dan Barker's old strength conditioning coach, and he's like loosening up my hips and making me a bit faster.
So you just to get your explosive power with speed then?
Yeah, just working in my plyometrics.
So, like, to tell the listeners out there, what kind of style fighter are you? What can we look forward to seeing from you? How are you going to throw down?
I like to do in-close body shots. I like to throw like big shots and like to go toe to toe with my whoever I'm fighting and like look for the knockout.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So you're going to be an exciting fighter as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I love to go for the knockouts.
Yeah, I can't see no one standing with, I can't see no one standing with that frame you've got. Like, I was like what Lee said, UK Blogger was saying, like, how long do you reckon you're gonna stay in that weight? You seem like you're gonna be, especially with that frame. You're talking like you're going like, that's a lightweight frame you've got there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can go through the weight. So are you trying to be?
Well,
go on.
Me and my manager spoke about maybe possibly moving up, but we said like get the license, have a few bouts, see how I feel, and then move up, because a lot of my family have all stayed around 54 kilo until they're in their 30s, so they just said there's no rush me.
Yeah, that's good. You know what? You'd be the first like flyer. You got like in historical, we got what's his name again? Ted Kid Lewis and Jimmy Wilder. They're in your they're in your weight class, and they're not the same size as you. It's like that's like the size you've got there. When you start hammering them down, I don't think no one can stand your weight. I can't see anyone standing with you.
No, do you know, I'm gonna go. I think I might just go down the
you know what? I'm not gonna. Anyone listening to this right now, you need to find yourself down to the find yourself down to the to Camden, and go watch it, because I'm actually the Camden Centre on November the 21st, and go down there and watch Jordan.
Mate, you sound like a proper prospect. I think EJ's got a good tip there, man.
Nah, you what's the guy you told me gave me your number again? What's his name again?
Stuart Glass.
Yeah, there you go. Stuart. He's a scout, innit? He was telling me about you, and he was telling me about you because he was on me, and I'm glad I'm telling you, I'm glad I've talked to you, because bloody hell. But so what? Is Eddie Hearn looking at you? What promoters are actually looking at you? Are they all looking to sign you, or you've signed with someone else?
I've been signed by Greg Steen and Mo Pryor.
Yeah.
They were the first ones that approached me, because they also signed my mate Sam Stokes. So I joined up with them because I had a layout after my unlicensed fights, and then because I just lost motivation from not being able to find amateur fights. And signed up with Greg Steen.
So do you think they got the contacts to be able to get? Do you think they're going to be able to get the fights for you in the short frame of time that you probably want them? Or do you think you'd need to have a bigger promoter like Eddie Hearn and that to try and get you there?
I've signed with them. They've been doing brilliant for me at the moment, and I'll stick by them as long as they keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they've got me so many people just working with me. I've got an ex-English heavyweight champion that helps with my training. I've got Ali Vorts that helps along with my training. I've got Martin Bowers that helps me out. I've got the perfect team, so
Cool, man.
Stick with what I get.
Right, so you got it all met, you got it all there, you got all the attributes. Wow. So let's talk a little bit about what kind of like inspired you to be a fighter then, if you don't mind. Like what kind of fighters did you like when you were growing up? Like who influenced?
Henry Cooper.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. Nassim Hamid. Chris Naveen. Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I like boxers that like stand toe to toe, and I don't like boxers that would actually stand there and have a fight.
Yeah. So you don't like people who manoeuvre around the ring too much.
Well, I don't mind them because like with my big frame, I can cut the ring off.
Yeah.
and make it into toe to toe fight.
Yeah, you've got. Listen, mate. I'm listening to you. You sound like a. It's amazing. Like you know what? I'm a historian buff, and I swear down. Yeah, I've never heard someone who's 5'10" into a flyweight frame. It's like amazing. That there itself is like a must watch. Do you know about your opponent? Because at the minute we read the article. I found an article on you, and it said that you haven't got a partner as yet. Do you know who your opponent is going to be?
At the moment, we're looking at it. Should be Brett Video. We were going to have Patrick Bartos, but he had a fight yesterday and he lost against Wally Dean. Got knocked out, so he's unavailable. So we're going to look at Brett Video, who's had 13 fights, won 2 and lost 13.
How tall is he?
I'm not too sure on his height. I haven't looked at him too much yet. I leave my trainers to look at them, and I just get on with my training.
Usually at that weight, they're about 5'5", 5'4", you know.
About 5'4",
I think he's 5'2" or something, isn't he?
Is he 5'2"?
What, Brett Video? Yeah, he's like 5'2", man.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. the average flyweight is about 5'1".
Yeah, that's what. For the fight fans listening there, I hope you're getting a boxing lesson there, because I'm telling you, mate. I'd like to see, obviously, I'd like to see if you could stay at that weight class and obviously do well, because there's only 10 flyweights in the country, so you're gonna most of the fight. I was talking to UK boxing blog off air. I was saying to him so the most of the contenders you're gonna get are from Mexico, Japan, and then from Thailand. They're the main country champions and everything, and also got some from Nicaragua. I don't know if you know about El Chocolito Gonzalez. You're usually from that weight class, so you're gonna have to travel. Or let me ask you, your fan base. How's your fan base so far? Your tickets, are you a big ticket seller at the minute, or just working on that stuff?
I've got a good fan base. I've got loads of family in all different places. So I've got it's building up at the moment. But I'm just starting out, and hopefully it'll get bigger as I go. Yeah. Because a lot of people get interested as soon as I say I'm a 5'10" flyweight.
You damn right. You damn right. I mean, look, you got me, and my eyes popped out of my head when I heard that. I mean, Stuart, he didn't tell me he was your size, because right now, obviously, with this interview, we're gonna pass it around, and we're gonna get everyone behind you. Hopefully, everyone behind you, get people come down to watch your fight with this interview here. And we're gonna track your career from here on now. So this is really interesting stuff you're telling me. Like, average don't normally get, like I said, a 5'10" flyweight, and you're 21 years of age.
20.
To 20. Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's well, you young. Everything in front of you. Everything looks bright. Yeah, it's amazing. Anything else you want to say? UK boxing.
Yeah, man. Well, one, I'm surprised to hear, I'm just going to concur with Errol there, man, at EJ Boxing Live there, because, man, I would have thought the first thing that come out of your mouth was I'm going to use that 5'10" frame to box around the ring and just outbox these guys, because, Roman Gonzalez, the clear best in the division, 5'3", man. How do you think you'll do against that guy? Because, from listening to him, man, after a few pro fights, I reckon you could take him out. Or is that too optimistic?
I don't like to keep people at rank. I like to get in and show them what I'm not just a 5'10" flyweight. I used to get in with people 6 foot middleweights, and I used to throw my body shots and hurt them. And I know that people my weight, my body shots can hurt.
Yeah, you sound like
I like to get in there and throw my body shots, and like to show people they're in a fight. I don't like to just move around and throw one shot.
Do you think you could hurt like Roman Gonzalez, the best in the division? Do you reckon you could beat him if you went up to him?
In time, I reckon I could move up and just. I reckon, like, with the team I've got, the only way is I'm just going to get better and better.
Yeah, I agree, step by step, because at the minute Roman Gonzalez is like 3 divisions above you in a minute, so right, step by step and gradually come up, because the you know, it's like you don't average get that, and obviously like I'm surprisingly like, you know what it is, Jordan, to be honest, the flyweights just don't get no interest in boxing. They're usually middleweights, lower weights. So hopefully, you know, with you coming out, you know, your pro debut, obviously anything making a big impact, hopefully we can get to see you eventually on some sort of terrestrial TV, Sky or Channel 5, whatever, and follow your career, track your career, because the flyweights in England, they don't really, like, last guy was Ted Kid Lewis, not the Ted Kid Lewis back in the Mighty Atom. Hopefully you're gonna get a big backing behind you and follow you like that, because to be honest with you, it's not average, not every day we get a 5'10" from the UK. Sound like a banger who's gonna excite people. So it sounds exciting, man. It sounds exciting, boy. I was so training's going pretty well. Like you said, you was in the gym before we called you, innit?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's going good. All right.
Yeah, it's the best I've trained for a fight.
Great, man. It sounds great. Go on, Lee.
So yeah, like just to, like when you get to a world title fight, like God. Like hopefully you get there that far. If you get to a world title fight, if you have to, will you abandon your policy on fighting style if you need to use that jab and box smart?
If I need to, I will. But I like to throw my jab just to like test it out, and like because I've got a powerful jab, and I like to throw the jab and then get in behind the jab. So I like to throw my jab. Then I like to follow up with my cross and then throw in my body shots, come in, and like once they've like felt my jab to moving back, I get them off balance and I'll come in and then I'll go to work and like just staying close and like throw my big shots.
Well, what's your defence like, man? Like, what do you pride yourself on having a defence? Do you cover up? Do you ride with punches? Do you counter throw when they're throwing, or do you? I
don't really pride myself on the defence. I like to go toe to toe and just bang with the guy. I know my shots are going to be harder, so I'm not too bothered on their shots.
yeah, that's brilliant, man. No, that's well exciting.
You know what?
I can bet that you could get well far and probably be world champion because you got all the attributes. But is that something you're going to be working on over your next coming couple of years on the way to a world title fight?
Over the next couple of years, I like to just move up as far as I can. My management already said they want to get me like looking at like maybe a Masters English title within the next year or so, and just moving up, like get the right training, make sure I'm fully prepared for each fight, and then take the fight step by step.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about this guy called Diego Corrales. At the time, he was a featherweight, super featherweight. He was massive for his weight. He was 6 foot near. It was near your height at featherweight, super featherweight. And your weight, like that there, you're a giant. You're a giant right there. And to be honest with you, they're probably gonna fast track you because I don't think no one can live with you in the ring, and you'd be struggling for opponents, mate. Because when they hear you and see you coming, and you sound like you're putting.
I've already struggled so far. We've been phoning around, and we've had people we've had some English opponents that have said no.
Yeah, you damn right.
And then we've had some people we've had to call in foreign opponents to make sure I get a fight.
Yeah.
See, then, like the English Masters title, man, in a year's time, don't you think you'll be beyond that by that time? Or is that just
they're just saying that for the moment, just to keep me pushing along.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. Because you know what it is, really and truly, within your 5th fight, it really and truly, with your 5th or 6th fight, you could be challenging for a European or a world title, because in the flyweight divisions, it's like you said, in England there's no opponents in it, and you got to go abroad, innit? Or you got to bring it over, and that's expensive. So you might as well just go for a world title, innit? Yeah. So maybe in your 10th fight you could be challenging. We don't know that, but the future looks very bright for Jordan. So have you got a name, or is this Jordan Smith?
Jordan Smith, yeah.
All right,
You got nickname?
You haven't got no Jordan the Giant Smith, mate. Yeah, but
my managers looked at Jordan the Hammer Smith because of the power in the punches.
Yeah, you trying to think of it.
But we haven't come up with a nickname yet.
Yeah. I'm sure you come up with a catchy name as well, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jordan's body snatcher Smith, man.
So Jordan, tell the fight fans, where your fight is. This is for your own thing, so you can tell them where they can come see your fight.
It's on November the 21st at the Camden Centre, which is just across the road from King's Cross Station. The tickets are £35 for standard or £70 for ringside, and they can be bought by contacting me on 07906 876 139, or you can get me on Twitter on Jordan Smith 2094.
Great. Go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. You can contact me through Twitter or my Facebook at Jordan Smith.
Right, there you have it, guys. You contact Jordan Smith and get down there and watch him on the 21st of November.
Yeah, definitely, man. You've definitely got a champion in the making, Jordan the Prospect Smith. So hopefully everyone get down to going back in. We're gonna track his career from here on now and see Jordan's progress. Jordan, we appreciate you giving us your time on your Saturday after your training. And tell Stuart I'll talk to him soon, and we'll catch up later, Jordan.
All right, then. Thank you.
No problem.
Have a nice day, Jordan, man.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.